Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Reirachu, and welcome back to the 5th episode of Keeping Up with FSL, where you can get all the tea on the FSL Valorant circuit. The guests for this episode are none other than Oasis Gaming Aqua, the grand finalists of FSL Open 4, who managed to give Alter Ego Celeste a run for their money by taking the grand finals to a score of 2-3.
Could we be seeing game number 5? 4v5 advantage right now. Oasis Gaming Aqua, they're leading the charge. They've got the numbers, they've got the position towards mid. 𝗞𝗨𝗪𝗙 here could be the linchpin, hiding behind the wall, is unable to get the first, does actually close the deal onto Anko, but there still is a couple of bodies to find. The res now coming out, supporting her team, and Stan comes up huge here, and that's Anko with a second chance, unable to do it. Margot, baby TZ could be the victor here, and is gonna do it. Oasis Gaming Aqua take us to game number 5. We're seeing it, we're going to split.
I'm super excited to have Lex and Stan on the show today. Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, could you firstly start off by giving us a short introduction of the both of you?
Hi, my name is Stan Clarine. My in-game name is OAS Stan. Hashtag since day one. I am currently the team captain and in-game leader of Oasis Gaming Aqua. I'm also the sentinel and initiator of the team.
I'm Lax, so my real name is Bianca Lacson, and I'm the controller of the team.
I'm super excited to have you girls on the show today because I think there are a couple of questions that I think the viewers watching the show have, especially about your team in particular. So could you tell us firstly just how the team came about and what made you girls decide to play in FSL?
It was a week after OG Centuria disbanded, while me and Lax preferred to keep it low in the competitive scene. So the management wanted to still retain the female roster. So when we tried to open the tryouts, Muffin and Baby TC reached out to us and asked if she could join the team. Of course, who wouldn't want to join, right? It's the allowances and the incentives are really good.
Strike messaged me if it's possible for them to join the team. So at first I thought they were just kidding around because why would they want to join? But then suddenly she said that Muffin was serious about joining Oasis Gaming since there's not much sponsors in Thailand. That's what they said. So then the rest was history. So we got Muffin, Trike, and Anko to play alongside with us.
Yeah, because it's really unique to have a half Thai and half Philippines roster. I think a lot of people, when we watch your games, you're also wondering how you girls communicate in game. Was it hard, especially at the start when you had these new members join? How did that go?
Yes, of course, at the start, but we basically communicate in English, and also the ping communications in Valorant really helps a lot. We're able to overcome it, so I don't think that's really a problem anymore.
Do you guys have any interesting or funny stories to share when you guys are trying to learn how to communicate, or maybe a ping went wrong during the scrim?
Actually, we just really laugh while playing. Even in the toughest rounds, our communications is really, really chaotic. It's 90% hysterical laughters and shouting. And the remaining 10%, I would say it's Anko being really calm and collected, giving us better information.
How does she usually rein in the team? What does she usually say?
The basic comms, there's one short, there's one C long. Hey, can you stand here? Then she would ping it. Ping it a couple of times. No, here. That's how we communicate.
What would you say has been the biggest challenge for your team having this type of mixed roster? Or did you girls think that before it happened, you would have this amount of success with the team?
To be honest, we weren't really expecting to be considered as one of the biggest teams in FSL. And of course, the biggest challenge was the language barrier between the nationalities. But nevertheless, yeah, as I've said, I believe everyone's getting used to how to communicate with each other.
I wanted to play a quick game with you guys where you just describe each member on your team in one word.
So we start with Muffin. Okay, I'd say God, because she told me to tell everyone that. if ever I was asked about her.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I mean, we've seen her play. Girl can shoot. So yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Lax, about you?
I
Or
think that is already perfect for her.
you can't just say whatever stance is, but I'll let you off the hook this one time because I think we can all agree that Muffin is a god. Alright.
Next will be Anko. I'd consider her the sweetest.
She's really calm
Mm-hmm.
most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
100% true. Baby TZ. I'd consider her as fun because she's really noisy. But it's in a funny way.
Senseful. It's like you wouldn't even need to tell her to come here. She's already there. And then if you don't need her, she's already gone. So, game sense on point, I would say.
For me, Lax, I'd consider her as resilient because every time she misses a shot, I think her recovery is really, really fast. And every time she loses a round, she always bounces back and ready to take on the next round. Like, that's what I like really about her. So I consider her as resilient.
That's really sweet. Lax, what do you have to say?
For me, smart. Stan is really smart. So, she really plays the game in a smart way. You'd really know that she's thinking about everything beforehand.
I'd give her a treat later.
Also wanted to ask, because it seems like there are a lot of big, loud, fun personalities. It seems like you girls have a lot of fun, even when you guys scrim and when you guys play the competitions. Could you share with us just how you manage these team dynamics?
Honestly speaking, I'm the type of IGL who lets them do whatever they want. I like to play purely based on game sense and just quickly adjust to the situation. Like the calls are made minimally as everyone knows what they are doing. So it's like what Muffin said in her first few days in a team. Like whenever I asked her about what needs to be done or some fixing, So she said, I just trust my teammate and you just have to trust me also. So that's it. So it's like, if you make a mistake, just move on. No reprimands or anything. That's like the very good thing in this team is there is a harmonious relationship, as I would say, because everybody's saying nice try, even if it's not. You know how it goes? Everybody's having their own way of uplifting each other's morale, even if we're losing the round. So it's actually really, really good air in the team.
That's really nice. I love the positivity. Also, the fact that you're just straight up saying that, we can trust these girls and I just trust their game sense. It's super important, especially you have a mixed roster as well. That must be very crucial, being able to trust your teammates. Also, with the caliber of the teammates on your team, I mean, I would trust them too. So yeah, it's great the way that you girls have worked that. Can I ask who's currently coaching your team right now?
In the previous opens that we joined, we did have one coach, but for Open 5, we didn't have one. But for the upcoming one, now in the 6th, we do have one now. His name is Cass. If he's watching, hello.
What's the training schedule like for your team? And also, do you girls place more of an emphasis on scrimming or solo queue, individual practice time? What is it like?
The training schedule is just screaming every night, except on Sundays and Mondays, which are our rest days. And just like other teams, we play duo or solo queuing because we believe that when we play, we gain more, or we grow more as a player because we also learn from other players in the competitive.
We unfortunately didn't get to see as much of your team as we would have liked in the Open 5 playoffs in the second week. So I wanted to talk a bit more about Open 4 in that grand finals, going 2-3 up against Alter Ego Celeste, because Celeste has been super dominant in the VCT Game Changers FSL circuit so far, but your team managed to take 2 maps off of them in the grand finals. Was that something that you girls expected and trained for? Just tell us everything, and also how it felt after you guys took 2 maps off of them.
Honestly, no. We weren't expecting to win 2 maps. But we do expect it to win a map because the other map was banned by them, which is Haven. So, and the rest, like, we were expecting to play it like close games. But yeah, we did not expect to win a second one, especially that it's Breeze. We weren't like practicing it because we were expecting everyone will ban it. So yeah, we were not really prepared for that.
It was our first time to play Breeze all together as five.
Yeah.
No.
We don't know what happened to that map.
All right,
There-
Lex, how about you? Like, what were your thoughts like in that grand final? Were you girls nervous? Did you like have like confidence? Like, what was it like? Were you girls still like hyping each other up, being like, you know what, it's fine, even though it's Celeste, we got this. Tell us more.
We're just really playing our own game that point. Usually, I don't know, but our teams just kind of relax when it's against Celeste, unlike when it's against other teams. I don't know why. Maybe because they're friends with them somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're not so tense or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They actually play more even better when against the like Celeste.
That's really interesting because I think, especially after talking to a lot of the other teams in the circuit, I think for most other teams, like when they play Celeste, because Celeste has such a reputation and they're such a good team, they get nervous. Whereas for you guys, you're like, it's Celeste. We're just gonna, we'll do our best. That's very interesting. That's the mindset of a champion right there. You girls are gonna go far, I can tell.
Thank you. We hope so.
We hope so.
Exactly. We've got Open 6 and the registrations are out already. I wanted to also just talk a bit about Open number 5 and the playoffs and unfortunately not qualifying for the Open 5 playoffs this month, especially given your performance in the grand finals of Open number 4. I think a lot of people, a lot of new fans watching the circuit were expecting Oasis to be definitely one of the top teams for first place in Open number 5, but then sadly the team missed out on qualification after dropping a couple of games to I think it was Renatus White as well as Magnifique. So could you tell us just what happened in general and also during those games? Was it maybe like a coaching situation or was it like mindset during the games? Tell us about that.
I would not rather pinpoint everything that went wrong in in those games, but I'd say we lost as a team because we did not do well as a team. And honestly, we really learned so much from that. I believe like what matters the most is everyone is good and no hard feelings are kept. No one quit, like no one like harbored any hard feelings against each other. We're just, we have moved on and ready to go on to the next Open. That's all.
That's a really healthy mindset to have. What did the team do in between like Open 5 and like what are you girls doing right now in preparation for Open 6?
We did actually made a few like scrims while everybody's like competing in FSL. So we tried to double up our scrims as well as our playing hours so we could like harness more skills and our game sense. That's really all. That's like double the effort that we did last time.
I wanted to talk a bit about the rest of the circuit as well as some of the other teams that currently play in FSL, especially because the last couple of opens we've expanded and there are a lot more teams that play right now. Are there any teams in particular that have caught your attention or that you girls know if you're going up against them you have to just kind of watch out for?
For me, nothing in particular, to be honest, because we just believe that each and every team that participates in the Open are capable of doing great. So yeah, we just expect the unexpected that we believe each team has to offer. So yeah.
I think we should just have the same mindset against everyone who will be our enemy.
I kind of want to ask, when you girls are in solo queue, duo queue, like when you girls play ranked, do you turn off your tags as well? Because I feel like a lot of pros with that type of mindset usually will just turn off name tags in rank just so like you don't get intimidated or see who you're up against or see who you pop.
Yeah, I kind of like hide my name because there's a lot of questions. What team are you playing? Like, oh, it's a girl. Yeah, I'd rather like play like anonymously and just calms right, do my thing as a gamer,
Yeah, For sure, for sure. I think there was a recent interview with some of the members from AESLS as well, and they were asking Tarathi a lot of very relevant questions about playing in the female circuit. And one of the quotes that stuck out to me was she said that sometimes also it's just hard to find scrims as a female team because they'll go to like the boys teams and ask them for scrims, and they're like, oh, we don't want to waste time by playing versus the female teams. I was wondering if your team has experienced that. And also what your thoughts are?
Yeah, actually we do. There's like a Discord where you find screams, and you would see that some people like who are looking for screams, they would say no Philippine team allowed or whatever. Sometimes they would just ask us what are our achievements, so before they would say yes. So it's actually really hard to like convince them that we can really play like other male teams, you know? We can be even better. That's what I really wanted to tell them like all the time.
Exactly. Being male doesn't mean you're just naturally better
Yeah,
at a game.
that's true.
So how does it feel to be participating in a circuit that has so many female teams, such as FSL?
Actually fulfilling on my part. I'm sort of older than most of the female players out here, and I've been playing games for so long, and it's just FSL who has given women to like have something to look forward to every month where they can showcase their skills, you know? And it's kind of surprising how many female players are really actually good at this game. So yeah, I really feel good about that and really excited every FSL Open.
How confident is the team that you girls will make it through to FSL Elite?
100%. Of course, this is what Oasis Gaming Aqua is. We're really unfazed by losses. So this team has really a good mindset. That's all. We're just like, if we lose, we just move on and just like take it behind our backs and just like play the next game.
Great. Well, it's been great to hear from the two of you. Before we go, I've got to ask, do you girls have any shout outs that you want to say to any of the fans or the people watching this episode?
Shout out to the Oasis Gaming family. Like, everyone in this org is very supportive. It's like if we have a game, everyone's there. Their core members, their founders, everyone's just really supportive of all of our game. Even our male counterparts as a team also helps us to grow. So thank you so much to them.
For me, I'd like to say hi to my boyfriend because he keeps supporting me in everything that I do. And of course, Oasis Gaming Aqua, especially to Miss Ara Baron, who believed in us like since day one. And I'd like to say you are the best, Ara. I like everyone to know that.
All right, thanks so much once again for joining us on episode 5 of Keeping Up with FSL. Good luck in Open number 6, and hopefully, I'm sure we're gonna see you girls in FSL Elite. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Alter Ego Celeste has secured their qualification to FSL Elite after winning the last FSL Open, and we just can't wait to see which 2 other teams will be joining them. The last FSL Open playoffs will be broadcasted live from 26th to the 29th of August, so don't forget to follow and share all of FSL's social pages to be kept updated with the latest news. That's it for me for this month. I'll see you all again in the next episode of Keeping Up with FSL.